Hello, I'm Jeremy Montero, and I'm the Executive Director and Music Director of the Jazz Association Singapore. We were formed in September 2016 and received our charity status 5 months later in February 2017. We had three main goals when we first started out. Firstly, with the guidance and support of our patron Professor Tommy Koh and our chairman Mr. Albert Chu and our board of directors, my team and I have made some good strides in our mission of helping to raise the level of jazz excellence and appreciation in Singapore. We formed the Jazz Association Singapore Orchestra, JASSO, and its youth arm, the Jazz Association Singapore Youth Orchestra, or JASS-YO, and both orchestras have performed all over Singapore in our efforts to build bigger audiences for jazz in Singapore. We also conducted public education jazz appreciation talks, where we spoke about the history of jazz and performed examples from various points in the evolution of jazz. In addition, we also started a series of talks for musicians entitled Jazz Improvisation for Classical Musicians. Secondly, we increase our efforts in youth development. Our main youth activity, the Lion City Jazz Festival, saw highly respected international jazz musician mentors such as Benny Golson and Randy Brecker and other esteemed mentors work with our youth jazz musicians to increase their skill and to perform together. We also launched our Jazz Scholarship Program in 2018 and awarded a local and international scholarship for deserving students in jazz to study the subject at tertiary level. Last year, we awarded the Jazz Scholarship to Don Wong and John Cole. Thirdly, we wanted to play a role in cultural diplomacy by bringing our orchestras to play overseas and show the world that we have a high level of jazz performance in Singapore, as well as create attention overseas to our Singapore jazz scene. In our short history, we have already performed at the JASS Shanghai Festival, the Borneo Jazz Festival, the EFG London Jazz Festival, and the Jazz Education Network Conference in Reno, Nevada, where we were presented with an Outstanding Performance Award. Fourthly, besides the original three pillars of our mission I mentioned earlier, we grew a very important fourth pillar, that of inclusivity and working with the underserved in Singapore.
We find our collaboration with the Jazz Association Singapore a very good fit and especially meaningful for our students. Having the musicians from JASS, pianist Wei Xiang Tan, band Po and singer Don Wong work with our students such as BSA pianist in training Joshua German and our poets in training Isaac Lian Eng and Serin Seng brought the worlds of jazz, theatre and poetry together. These activities have helped to increase the confidence of our students and given them invaluable exposure in public performance.
We find much joy and satisfaction in bringing jazz to as many people as we can in Singapore and are very excited about bringing Singapore jazz to the world. We can only do this with your kind support, the support of generous donors, supporters, well-wishers and the encouragement of the members of our audience who attend our shows and our talks. We look forward to your continued support of the Jazz Association Singapore as we all work together towards making Singapore a leading global city of jazz.